Hey guys, I'm currently in the law library, but I have some time because the guy who's supposed to be here isn't here. So I'm waiting. It's my backpack is like holding up the phone, but I just wanted to talk about something really quick that I thought about today that I feel like it might be useful to share. So this is a very quick video about how to date as a black woman. And I'm talking about dating by race. So like, first of all, if you're dating a black guy, you need to know about his income and his living situation. That's basically like the most important part. You just need to know, like, if you're interested in dating black guys, just know that like most are married. Like the good ones are married already. Everyone else is just they're just like broken in all the ways. They just don't have their shit together. They won't have a job, or they won't have a apartment or a house or something. There's like always something wrong with them. So like there's reasons that they're like not married off, or they might be like psychos, or just like abusers, or just there's a million reasons. Like if they're not married, it's for a reason. When it comes to like Latino guys, I'd probably actually steer clear, just because like most of them are anti-black. So if they're targeting you, they're probably hypersexualizing you. So like they just want to like use you for sex, and that you probably just don't want that drama. For white guys, I would say that's probably like your best bet. It's the pick of the litter. I would personally go from Europe for European guys, like guys from like actual Europe. They're usually very tall, thin. They pretty much have their shit together. They're always doing like some white collar type of job. It's just what I've seen, and I've seen a lot. Yeah, I don't know. Really, it's just more about showing up pretty, fit. It doesn't really matter what your hairstyle is, like if it's natural, braided, straight, short, long. That doesn't matter. It's just more about you looking like you've had a shower, looking like you have a home, like you just have something going for yourself. Whatever it is, it really doesn't matter what it is. But like most people, especially like a lot of European people, find black women very attractive. They're very pretty, like, very interesting. They're very like exotic in all these ways. They really like black women, so I would encourage you to think about that. When it comes to Asian men, I would say probably steer clear of Indian guys altogether, just because most of them have arranged marriages with like Indian women, and like that, I don't even know. There's not really another story. They're just pretty much all, and that's not just Indian men. It's like Pakistani, like all of the brown men are pretty much like that. I would even also say it's the same for like Ethiopian men, or like if you're talking about continental African men, a lot of them believe in polygamy, so they believe in having like multiple wives and multiple women at one time. That's just like their literal tradition. So unless you want to be a part of like a triangle with like a group of women, then probably steer clear of that too. Now, if you're talking about the paler like Asian men, that's an interesting like dilemma, because I feel like that could be a really good friendship that could potentially form. I wouldn't encourage you to date Asian men, because they tend to be like very pro-white in way, like they're just very anti everything that's black. And it's not really for a reason. Maybe some of it has to do with like them being very familiar with a lot of Africans living in poverty, but yeah. Anyway, those are just my quick tips. But a really important part is like you having something going for yourself, not your family, not the other people, like yourself. So this is why if you haven't already done college, do it. Go do college. Just go have an interest. Whatever your major is, that's your interest. Let that major be your identity for a minute. Take your identity off of just if you're really into like pro black studies or something, go study African American studies. Okay, that's fine. That's a real major. Go study that, right? But otherwise, like, get some identity out of like you being a woman and you being black.